Here's more wrestling news for February 25th, 2026. Your headlines for this afternoon include LA Knight admits WWE frustrations as WrestleMania 42 dream hangs in the balance. Orton eyes final championship run ahead of WrestleMania 42. Heyman issues harsh words after Breaker's WrestleMania setback. WWE star confirms she's done with wrestling after exit. Star facing severe physical decline amid cancer fight, and more. LA Knight has the catchphrases, he has the crowd reactions, he has the momentum. What he doesn't have, at least not yet, is a world championship. Speaking on ESPN SportsCenter, Knight was asked whether he's still enjoying himself in WWE despite not being positioned as the company's top guy. His answer was honest. It's a good time. There's definitely frustrations here and there. You can't be in something you love and not from time to time. Passion is sometimes full of anger. There's no way not to have a little bit of that in there. But as far as what we're doing and as far as what I'm doing, it's been a hell of a run. It's been a hell of a ride. I'm having fun where I can pick my spots. It's just trying to unplug when I actually have the chance to go home and be at home and enjoy that time. In other words, he loves the ride, but he knows there's another level he hasn't reached. Over the last 3 years, Knight has become one of WWE's most organically popular babyfaces. He defeated AJ Styles at WrestleMania 40. He stepped into a major spotlight at WrestleMania 41 against Jacob Fatu. The reactions have been consistent, the momentum has been real, but the resume still lacks a world title. After grinding for 23 years, Knight clearly believes the WrestleMania 42 main event conversation should include his name. That opportunity would begin inside Elimination Chamber 2026, where he joins Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, and Jey Uso with a WrestleMania shot on the line. The crowd is behind him. The question now is whether WWE is ready to pull the trigger, or if Knight's frustrations will continue to grow. Randy Orton isn't running from time, but he's also not done chasing history. With WrestleMania 42 on the horizon, the 14-time world champion spoke on ESPN's Get Up about what another title reign would mean as he prepares to enter the men's Elimination Chamber match. The winner will go on to challenge Drew McIntyre for the Undisputed WWE Championship in Las Vegas. That'd be huge. I think right now you've got Triple H and myself tied at 14. John Cena, of course, just retired with 17 world championships. You got Ric Flair, I think, with 16. I'd love to get one more, at least one more. Orton didn't minimize what that accomplishment would represent after more than 2 decades in the business. It would mean the world to me. I've been around now for 26 years. I've been doing this for well more than half my life. 3rd generation wrestler. This is my life. This is everything to me. So to be world champion again would mean the world, and it all starts this Saturday at Elimination Chamber. The Chamber won't be forgiving. Orton is set to make his 10th appearance inside the structure, a record-setting milestone that moves him past previous totals held by Chris Jericho and John Cena. Meanwhile, Drew McIntyre has already escalated things. On the February 20th episode of SmackDown, he attacked Orton and cost him a main event victory against Aleister Black, making the road personal before it even officially begins. Now Orton's path back to the top runs through Steel, Chaos, and 5 other competitors. If he survives, he won't just be chasing Drew McIntyre, he'll be chasing legacy. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. Bron Breakker was on the verge of a major WrestleMania spotlight when everything came to an abrupt halt. The rising star aggravated a hernia heading into WrestleMania, requiring emergency surgery and sidelining him at the worst possible time. While many would see that timing as devastating, Paul Heyman views it through a different lens. Speaking on Busted Open, Heyman made it clear there is never a right time to suffer an injury in WWE, especially not before the biggest show of the year. There is never the right time to get injured. It's always, oh man, of all days to get injured, this would be the worst time to get injured, and that's the day you get injured. It would be like breaking your ankle right before our first pay-per-view or during the pay-per-view. It's the same thing. Of all the times to break your ankle, that was the worst time for you to break your ankle. It's the same thing for Bron Breakker heading into a ridiculously enormous spotlight at WrestleMania, and then comes the hernia that he aggravated beyond description to the point where they had to have emergency surgery. But instead of sympathy, Heyman wants that frustration to linger. So what's going to happen is that every day that he's home right now, it's eating him up alive. Great, I want that for him. Heyman believes missing WrestleMania will fuel Breakker's eventual return. He also reflected on his own past experience nearly walking away from the business after an injury before WrestleMania years ago, a moment that shaped how he approaches situations like this today. That's why, according to Heyman, he doesn't just check in occasionally, he calls Breakker every single day. Day one is the easiest because that's when everybody does it. That's when everybody puts their tribute and their well wishes. Everybody has their thoughts and their prayers day one, but where are you day 8? What happens day 9 when it's not 50 people tweeting about you and posting Instagram stories about you and talking about you? What happens when you're not the topic of conversation? And those are the days where you sit there and you say, I let everybody down. I let myself down. I let my family down. I call him every day to let him know, hey, you're one day closer to coming back, and here we go. And it's going to be time. Breakker's physical rehab is ongoing, but Heyman is clearly focused on the mental side of the recovery. In his view, the sting of missing WrestleMania isn't just unfortunate, it's fuel. When Breakker returns, the question won't just be whether he's healed, it'll be whether this setback forged an even more dangerous version of him. Sarah Logan has officially closed the door on her pro wrestling career, and by all accounts, she's at peace with that decision. After parting ways with WWE in June 2025 following her return run as Valhalla, Logan confirmed on the Wise Traditions podcast that she's finished with wrestling for good. Her focus now is firmly on family life and homesteading, a shift that actually began years ago. According to Logan, the transition started immediately after her first WWE release in 2020. I dove right into being a homesteader. I come from a family of farmers who rented land to farm on. The day I got fired, I started looking into starting a farm here because we had land. We bought a place with 20 acres of agricultural fields and said, let's plant some seeds and get some cows. Even while she was back on the road, her mindset had already begun to change. So when I was on the road, I was thinking about becoming a mother and becoming a farmer. I was like, wow, that sounds peaceful. What if I never want to come back to wrestling? What if I just want to stay at the farm? I got fired, had a baby, got rehired, and then I left the company permanently when my contract expired. I was done. At first I was like, I don't want to come back to wrestling, I want to start a homestead and be a mother. Logan admitted the adjustment wasn't seamless. Stepping away from the structure and adrenaline of WWE required a mental reset. She also spoke about how her faith played a key role in helping her find balance after years of constant travel and performance. Now her priorities are clear. The ring is behind her, the farm, motherhood, and a quieter life are ahead. For a performer who once thrived in chaos, she's chosen peace, and it sounds like she wouldn't have it any other way. In November, in a deeply emotional Instagram video, Rebel revealed that she had been diagnosed with primary pulmonary lymphoma, a rare form of cancer affecting the lungs, after spending nearly a year being treated for the wrong illness. Now she shared another difficult update. In her latest post, Rebel opened up about her condition worsening and the daily struggles she's facing as she works to regain basic independence. What once felt routine now requires effort. Simple tasks have become milestones, and the physical toll is evident.
An update and tell you how I'm feeling, because Defino is asking how I'm feeling. And right now I am in the hospital, but for a good reason. It's a rehab hospital. I've been trying a few different rehabs, and I'm just not getting great results. So I was able to, while I'm waiting for my doctors to figure out what to do next, and I'll share that with you guys when I know more. It just takes time. But meanwhile, while I'm waiting, I was able to get into an inpatient rehab. So I'm currently, it's like, inpatient means like you stay in like a hospital room, and then you have rehab every day for like 5 hours. And so I'm doing speech therapy for my speech, and chewing is difficult, and swallowing. So I'm getting speech therapy for that. I'm getting occupational therapy for being able to raise my hands, and my hands are clawing. So very hard for me to like open a Ziploc bag or cook, brush my teeth, put on deodorant, wipe myself. It's a lot, guys, and it feels like I have 40-pound weights hanging off my wrists to try to lift them. So everything is like a workout, and I'm also getting physical therapy, and that will help with my walking and my gait. Right now, I am walking with a walker. I am able to walk without the walker, but I am a big fall risk, so we just take precautions. Right now, I'm feeling very optimistic. Thank you guys for all the prayers. They mean the world to me. And it's definitely helpful being here, just by being here without the therapy. And so I am staying strong and looking to get stronger and hopefully regain some independence, because I can't wash my hair myself. That's why I'm here at rehab in the hospital, because I plan on getting back and getting stronger. Right now I know I sound crazy with my speech, but at least I still can speak. You know, I gotta be grateful and positive.
Yet even in the middle of describing setbacks, Rebel isn't speaking the language of defeat. As wrestling fans, a simple word of encouragement on her Instagram post can go a long way. Sometimes the strongest thing we can do as a community is stand behind someone when the spotlight isn't on them. For all of our subscribers, don't miss the 9 a.m. Eastern video we dropped earlier today. Smash that bell icon and select all notifications so you're always in the loop.